Good morning. I just finished up my boxing class and today was extremely amazing. I hit a new level. I have pushed myself to another limit. I was almost on the point of tears. The coach kept on saying, don't look down because you're not going down. And what allowed me to push the new level was not my brute strength. It was my heart, my feelings, my pain, my passion, everything, to the point where I started tearing up. And then after the round, I just fell to the floor. I collapsed. And the coach came over to me and he's like, really good job. So I just want to say that the important thing about a mentor as a coach is to help guide you, to push you to the limit, not to tell you what to do, but to bring out the best in you. You could lead the horse to the pond, but the horse has to drink. It's better to teach one how to fish rather than fish for someone. So I brought out that power in me. No one can do the work for you. You have to ultimately, at the end of the day, make the change for yourself. And I was also thinking a lot about, I got coffee, about following my heart and trusting my intuition and anxiety. And we all go through this through difficult points in our life. So I just want to try to help you distinguish the difference. And everything that I'm saying, I speak from my own personal experience. So don't try to make something fit that doesn't fit for you. My only hope is that by sharing my story, by sharing my experiences, I could somehow not tell you what to do, but to help you if it fits. I think it's so important to follow our heart, to follow our intuition, and not be driven by fear, lack, and our insecurities. So how can you differentiate? I think before you make a decision, it's important to take a deep breath, clear your mind, and spend time undistracted, like off your phone, don't talk to anyone, and just sit with the clear thoughts and try to clear your mind and really think about the situation at hand, whether it be to go on a date with this person, to accept this job offer, to attend this social event. Really sit with it, go within for 5 minutes, for 2 minutes, and really ask yourself, do I want to go? Okay? And then distinguish if you feel like your life is in danger and you have painful feeling and it's like, oh, I don't get a good feeling about going on a date with this person. I feel like my life is in danger. If you feel danger, is my life on the line? As I was going to boxing class today, I saw an accident where a truck flipped over. I hope everyone's well, but it really threw me for a loop. So I wish everyone's well. Anyway, is your life in danger? If your life is not in danger, then you got to ask yourself, what am I actually fearing? What am I actually afraid about? Because even when you're on your path for your highest good and you're following your heart, it's an anxious process. I work part-time at a restaurant and I get anxious before every single shift. And I've done this many times, but I still get anxious. It's not because my life is on the line. It could be because, maybe I've grown out of this role and I don't want to do this job anymore. Or maybe it's just like, I don't like working there because of the environment or something, but my life is not actually on the line. There's a difference. So whenever you make a decision, you got to ask yourself, is my life in danger? If your life is not in danger, then just try to understand where this anxiousness is coming from, okay? Because that anxiety, being in your head is always going to happen no matter what decision. But by taking a breath, by taking some time for yourself to process what's going on, you can get out of your head and then get into your heart. And I also get anxious before going to boxing every day. But then in going through the boxing class and reaching that new level, I'm finally out of my head. So to recap, whenever you make a decision, if you want to distinguish between intuition and fear, is my life in danger? It's fear. Intuition, my life is not in danger. This is probably for my own benefit, even though it might be uncomfortable at first, right? Because we're creatures of habit and we like to do things by routine and control. But in life, let's stop controlling the things that we can't control. There was an accident this morning. You try to control love. You try to control someone's personality. You try to control what someone does. Instead, let's control the things that we can control, like how we feel. We try to control things like love, like, why do you love someone? Because I looked into their eyes and I knew that I loved them. Okay? That makes no sense. But that's the point, because we overcomplicate and we try to control the things that are not meant to control. You can control your own mind and let your heart shine and reach that new level. And I know in the process of facing your fears and trusting your intuition and showing discernment, whether this is fear or this is actually for my highest good and intuition, you will make mistakes. Just know that life is not perfect. Part of life is to experience things. If we knew everything, then we'd all be different people. So don't get so hard on yourself. You did the best that you could with the information that you had at that time. Okay, and that's about life. We get better, we get stronger as long as you do the inner work to grow, to evolve, to self-love. and to really sit with it, digest it, and grow so you can learn from it and be a better person and shine your light. The light is on me right now, okay? I'm grateful for everyone for your care and support. And just know that no matter what cards you're dealt, you always have a choice. And it's never too late. You always have a choice. So take that leap, take that stand, have that courage for yourself. Don't look down because you're not going down and you could reach a new level. But only you can make the change. No matter what I say to you, only you can make the change. And I also know that a lot of people are going through very tough, difficult situations where they have illnesses or life-threatening situations happen in their life. And really, I pray for you. I really do. And trigger warning, it's hard for me to say this when it actually hasn't happened to me. I like to think that God, the universe, or a higher power doesn't give us necessarily what we want all the time. It gives us what we need in order to go through that growth, to learn the lessons, to evolve, to become a better person, to shine our light on this world. So if you're suffering through something, if you have a disease or a chronic illness, I just want you to know that keep the faith. I understand why you're looking down, but try to lift your head up and keep going. Because your mind and your heart together can pull yourself up. So I want to leave you with this Chinese proverb. I really think it's great. It's called Sai Wang Shima. I don't know if my tones are right, and I don't know if I'm saying the story 100% correctly, so look it up. It's Sai Wang and his lost horse. Basically, the father and son were raising horses. One day, one of the prized horses ran away, and the villagers said, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. You lost your prized horse." The father was like, it might not be a bad thing. It might not be good or bad. And then soon thereafter, that same horse brought back another horse. And everyone was like, wow, look at your good fortune. And then the son took the new horse out for a ride. He fell and he broke his leg. And then the villagers was like, oh, I'm sorry for your misfortune. And then the father said, this is neither good or bad. Soon thereafter, the army came by and they were recruiting the men to fight in the war. But the son could not fight in the war because of his leg. The father said, oh, he cannot fight his leg. So he was not able to fight the war. So that just shows you that through the pain, through the darkness, through your hardship, you're not alone. And there's always a light in sight. But you just have to keep going and you just have to believe in yourself. And I know I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes. Again, I'm speaking from my own personal experience, so don't try to make it fit. And I still have a lot of learning to go because life is all about learning. It's the constant dedication to learning and self-development. So I wish you well. And if you're going through something, you got this. Peace.